Every time we look at Fort McHenry, we realize that she guarded Baltimore's harbor against the British, and that's where Francis Scott Key, a Baltimore lawyer, witnessed the bombardment of the fort, and he wondered if the flag was still there. This prompted him to pen the Star-Spangled Banner. And boy, we have a lot to be patriotic about after what's happened with our Commander-in-Chief, President George Bush, and General Schwarzkopf, and Neil, you name them.
Pete Weber a little bit queried about, or confused about what to do on the lane condition. He's going almost straight down and in. You know, the only thing Peter can do here is use his power, try to bounce the ball, bounce a pin out from the 4-7 zone, but he doesn't want to give up the pin carry. It's a tough shot.
Okay, so now Pete Weber trailing by 5, and Ballard, like Weber, when the door is open, they'll jump on it. 6th frame, Ballard. Yes. Like that.
Big shot, 7th frame.
Gonna hook. Yes!
The last moment, the 7 goes down.
All right, let's see if Weber can get on track. As you see Del Ballard playing that slightly inside line, just outside the second arrow, swinging out the edge, just ripping the rack apart, has put Weber behind by 15 pins. Pete just going to dig down now the last 4 frames, give it all he's got.
You wanted that.
Plus, he made a very smart move. Pete moved farther left on the approach, slowed the ball down, and let it hook a lot more. He had been going what we call down and in, pretty straight at the pocket. The first 6 frames with no success, made the adjustment there, and he knows he needs strikes. Remember, Chris, he hasn't bowled a game under 200 all week long. A new record, 42 consecutive.
And he won 2 titles last year in his hometown of St. Louis and in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
This young man has averaged almost $4,000 for every week he's ever put on his shoes in a professional career. That is by far the highest per money rate per week. And right now he trails by 15 pins with just 3 frames left.
That's earned $1,190,762. That strike came in the 8th frame. With a double working and shooting in the 8th, Del Ballard leading by 15.
Come on, you can make better shots than that. Come on.
We talked about when we ran a replay of Del Ballard's style, the key to him is staying down at the line. When he raises up on that pivot step, he throws the ball high. He's done it a number of times a day, and right here in the 8th frame, he raises up, gets a good break, and leaves only the 3 pin, but he opens the door for Pete Weber. And that's one of the really common habits a player has, even a pro, of raising up as they go into the slide step and the release step. A good tip is stay down and get a good long follow through and extension as Pete Weber contemplates the last 2 frames.
Yes! What a competitor. And Bo, would you say that General Powell and Secretary of Defense Cheney are competitors?
They play for keeps. These players are playing for a little money and a lot of fun and a great lifestyle, but our troops did such a wonderful job. I agree with you. I'm proud of all of them. Now Weber needs a strike here to put some pressure on and possibly win the match.
Now we have 4 pins separating these 2 champions. Pete Weber with 15 titles, Triple Crown. His opponent, Del Ballard, needs only 1 part, the PBA National, to be the 4th Triple Crown winner, Bo. And He's won 5 total and all big ones.
Yes, he is. That man knows how to win, but he's going against a proven winner with that mystique, the Weber mystique. He needs a strike here to take the lead.
Almost a move at the end of his run out like his father, Dick.
Well, Dick Weber was known for winning late in the matches, and Pete is coming from behind right now. He cannot shut out Del Ballard as Kim Schulteis looks on, Pete's fiancée. Weber can finish with 213. Ballard still has a potential 217.
Well, Pete gave it his best shot. Here at the end, though, stringing 4. Wow.
Tell you, the top players today, and I have to credit all the fellas, especially in today's championship round, when they really needed, as they said, going for the weed out here, have thrown the ball so well. Weber waited on that shot, made a great shot under pressure, and has now forced Ballard to get 2 strikes.
Cool, collected, tough, talented. Same can be said of Del Ballard. 2 strikes, and again, Bo, 7 pins?
That would take the title. Anything less, it's Weber's championship.
Yeah!
We had this scenario earlier. It's been a great afternoon. We hope you've all enjoyed it.
I bet you want it.
Robert Lawrence in the first match against Walter Ray Williams Jr. was in the same situation. Needed 2 strikes and a 7 count to win. He did just that. Now his roommate, Del Ballard Jr., needs a strike and 7 for all the money.
Come on! Yeah, baby! Get your son! Huh.
2 Tigers on the approaches here at Fairlane's Kings Point.
I've never seen Del Ballard
No.
so charged up, so aggressive. And 7 pins is no gimme. We've seen when the players seem to miss, they get 7 or less, so it's not over yet.
Oh, no. Even Pete Weber got up. Look at Pete.
Look at this,
Feeling
Chris.
terrible
Never.
for his opponent.
What has happened? Ballard needing 7 pins has thrown in the channel and handed the title to Pete Weber. He has won when Ballard just needed 7 pins. What a turnaround. Here it is again, needing just 7 pins. Chris, in all the years we've sat here, we haven't seen a turnaround like that.
No, we haven't. And Pete Weber, who has been in a bowling family from day one with his great Hall of Fame dad, he knows exactly how the Texan Del Ballard, one of our favorites, feels as he immediately left the area, went to the locker room, and nevertheless, Pete Weber has won his 16th title, 213 to 207. All right, here in Maryland, we're going to take a break and then to return and talk to Pete Weber. Pete Weber, 213, Del Ballard, 207. Can you believe it?
No, I can't, Chris. That's just unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. Del doubled in the 10th to beat me. All he needed to do was get some pins, and I know the feeling of throwing the gutter ball on a title match, but not for the win. And I feel so bad for Del. I really don't know what to say.
Well, I think our audience here ought to give Del a big round of applause. To make him feel better, I know it won't. Okay, Pete Weber and our heartfelt sympathy to Del Ballard Jr. See you next week.